welcome back to the onboarding videos. This is the last video in the series, and this is going to cover the add-in. So I'm going to flip over to SolidWorks real quick, and right away we see the pop-up that we're used to seeing when there's a new version out there. Obviously, we can download and install this right now, but we've already gone through the video of installation, so I'm going to click later here, and we're going to talk about our vault with the local import folder and go through some of the files here. Right away on the vault tab, sitting at the root of the vault, we've got the refresh buttons. We've got the open the local folder here. The files are already cached locally. We could clear that cache. And then we could come in here and download that folder, the contents of that folder again. And we could also refresh the single folder or deactivate the sync as well. Coming into the local folder, you're going to see we're going to go through all the buttons here. Everything's already expanded because that's the way it was the last time we came in here in the earlier video. I can collapse this down. You can see where we moved all the files. Coming back, we've got the update the folder, the update or refresh button. We've got the open of the folder. We've got the download of all the files as well. We can show the description column or not. And then of course we can look at the tree view, or we can look at the flat view without folders as well. We can also come in, we're going to go through the search. So if I have, I want to start searching to a single file, I can do that as well. You're seeing it's highlighted both. It's going to search both description and file name at the same time. We've got sort, so I could sort from here by file name description or by files that are checked out. I can also sort by clicking in the columns as well. I have the ability to filter SolidWorks files only, which you can see I've got all the STL files in here. Those go away. And then files that are checked out by me. If I filter something where it doesn't match anything, you're going to see the nice little message down here that just tells you that no files match the current filters. So let me take that off real quick. And then we have the changes button as well. You're going to see that much like when I turn on the checked out by me filter, that I've got basically one message here, but there's nothing to filter. That little circle with the number inside it. As I make some changes, we'll see that. So when we go in here to go ahead and check out some files, first thing is I want to check out some files that are locked. So I'm not going to be able to do that right away, because I have some files here that are locked first. So let me get those files unlocked, which we've got the icon down here. We could also right click to get that. And you're noticing with some recent updates, we've added all the functionality to the right click menu as well as buttons for everything as well. So we'll unlock those files that are locked, and you can see everything stays checked. This is pretty handy because now I can go ahead and check out these files right away. You see we still get the status symbol of the files that are, when they're checked out by me, they're blue. Checked out by somebody else on the team, they're going to be black. So now I can go through and open these files one by one. And yeah, there's those parts. Now the filter, the checked out by me, that's pretty handy right now, especially if you have a large file set of what you want to, and if you have a large file set and you only want to see what you have checked out, this is a huge help when you're working with this. So I can come through, make that change that I had in my note, hit save, I get my little pencil icon. And then of course we get our new file update. So I can come in here, a little zoom to fit just to make sure. hit save, and then I get my assembly here, and I can save that as well. So now I've got all my changes. You see my little icon here of the changes, the blue circle with 3. That's all set right there. Also, of course, in the within the assembly settings, we get our settings area. We've cleaned this up a little bit lately, but one, you just log in with the same account information you did on the website. You do have your workspace that you'll see here, and you set your local vault folder. I can't stress this enough. Please do not put it in your OneDrive folder. The SolidWorks in general doesn't like your OneDrive folder, and that's not going to get any better when you're using Sibe. So just put a folder on your C drive and set this the same for all your teammates. So everybody on the team here is going to be set to C and then whatever you pick for a folder name. This is great then when you set this with your SolidWorks settings so that you have your file locations set here. One, you can do reference documents. You can change this to the same folder. That's just going to point SolidWorks directly into your local cache folder. It's going to look there first for any files. It's going to speed some things up. And then if you get anything else, like you set up your sync policy to an admin file that holds all your templates, etc. You can set that up in your document templates to put that all in here as well. And then from there, we've got the references tab, which is going to show you your assembly structure, which is just slightly different from what you get in the feature manager, because the feature manager is going to show you every instance. With the assembly, you're going to see all of, just your assembly structure without each instance. So if this had sub-assemblies, etc., they'd be broken out, indented, just the way you think it would be. From here, we go back to the Vault tab. You can see I've got my files. They're finished being updated. One of the things we still force is comments for the revision. As soon as I start typing in notes, you can see that the check-in button becomes available. So if I get rid of those notes, you see the check-in button goes away, and bring them back. I could check these files in. If I wanted to roll this back or discard the local changes, I could do that as well. Just close the files because of the way the Windows file system is. But close the files, discard the local changes, and that's going to go ahead and get rid of those local files. I could also undo the checkout at this point as well. But I'm going to go ahead and check these in for right now. You'll see how quick the version has popped up into the Vault in the cloud. Done. Success complete. And you know what these little pop-ups, all you have to do is click on them and they go away. Here I could clear the filter so that I'm not looking at my edited files, changed files anymore. You can still see that I do have the files open and they're bold currently, so they're all set there. And then lastly, of course, when I do click on a file, I do see the general information about when it was created, modified, etc. But I also get version history as well. So if I wanted to get an old version, I could just right click, choose switch to this version, and you'll see now I get version 2 of 3. If I want to open this now, you can see it's back to the old material and not the newest. Update that again, it goes version 3 of 3, and it's back to the rubber. So we're all set. You can get all your old versions, just like you would expect from a quality document management system. But that's the add-in. We're pretty happy with where it's at right now. We think we've made some great changes here for what we've done. Thank you for choosing Sibe, and look forward to speaking with you in the future.